Welcome to Strategic Management course. In this video, we will discuss strategic plans during recession, recovery, boom, and depression. Before we discuss strategies during recession, recovery, boom, and depression, let us understand them. Life, like anything else, businesses also have a life cycle. It is called business cycle. A business cycle is a cycle of fluctuations in the gross domestic product, that is GDP, around its long-term natural growth. It explains the expansion and contraction in economic activity that an economy experiences over time. In the diagram on the straight line in the middle is the steady growth line. The business cycle moves above the line. Detailed description of each stage will be discussed in the next few slides. Expansion. In this stage, there is an increase in positive economic indicators such as employment, income, output, wages, profits, demand, and supply of goods and services. The second stage is peak. In the peak stage, the economy reaches a saturation point. As I said, this is the second stage of the business cycle. The maximum limit of growth is attained in peak. The next stage is recession. In recession, the demand for goods and services starts declining rapidly and steadily. Producers do not notice the decrease in demand instantaneously, and so go on producing, which creates a huge inventory and a situation of excess supply in the market. Fourth stage is the depression. There is a commensurate rise in unemployment. The growth in the economy continues to decline, and as the economy falls below the steady growth line, the stage is called as depression. Trough. In the depression stage, the economy's growth rate becomes negative. There is further decline until the prices of factors as well as the demand and supply of goods and services reach their lowest point. The economy eventually reaches the trough. Recovery. In this phase, there is a turnaround from the trough, and the economy starts looking up and recovering from the negative growth rate. Demand starts to pick up due to the lowest prices, and consequently, supply starts reacting too. So now, having understood the different stages, now let us look at the strategic options available during each stage. In boom, where we have seen there is an increase in positive economic indicators such as employment, income, output, wages, profits, demand, and supply and goods and services. Consumers' confidence is high. So they are making larger purchases and spending extra on luxury items. In this situation, businesses should invest to grow and better the competition. Firms can develop new products, enter into new markets, or start selling overseas. Mergers and acquisitions are common strategy for expansion during this stage of business cycle. The next stage is the peak. The economy reaches a saturation point, that is the peak, which is the second stage of the business cycle. The maximum limit of growth is attained. Now probably the economy in that particular country cannot grow anymore. Then the consumer spending slows and stabilizes. Businesses in this stage should develop new cost reduction strategies. And also investments into the company should be done if needed. since money will be needed because company will need excess cash in hand. In recession, the next stage, the demand for goods and services starts declining rapidly and steadily. In this stage, businesses may have to drastically cut prices. They also have to think of contraction and retrenchment strategy, and if required, cut down on all core activities and outsource them. The economy goes into depression. There is a commensurate rise in unemployment. The growth in the economy continues to decline, and as this falls below the steady growth line, consumers only spend on what they absolutely need and hold off on their purchases. Businesses should further lower the prices. They should be very careful in planning and may use this opportunity to develop new products that can be sold when the economy looks up. The next stage is the trough, the lowest point the economy can reach. As discussed earlier, there is a decline in the economy until the prices of factors as well as the demand and supply of goods and services reach their lowest point. The major objective during this phase is to keep the employees motivated. So companies should begin marketing efforts slowly and prepare vendors and suppliers for increased activity in near future. After trough comes the recovery. In this phase, there is a turnaround for the trough and the economy starts recovering from the negative growth rate. Demand slowly starts to pick up, and due to the lowest prices and consequently supply starts reacting too. Businesses can make small investments into inventory and employees plus upgrade the equipment and technology. Though some products will still show poor earnings, marketing effort should start to increase so that the consumers begin to think about making purchases. As consumers are still tight fisted, so special offers and other deals will help in driving the sales. So that is the end of this discussion. Thank you very much.